First thing we're gonna need, of course, is ice, and we're just gonna add our ice cubes into a drink. I suggest we add the ice cubes first, then later, because we're gonna use cranberries juice, and I'm wearing white, and I want to keep it white. Let's try that. So, first ingredient: 2 ounces of cranberry juice. Slowly and carefully open the bottle. Okay, we're safe right there. Then we're gonna add a dash of agave syrup. 1, 2. A little bit more than a dash, but it works. Afterwards, we're gonna follow up with 1.5 ounces of your favorite silver tequila. If you're feeling generous, of course, you can do 2 ounces. That's up to you. And then finally, we're gonna add half a lime. And now we're going to put this on the side a little bit so that we can prepare our glass before we start shaking the cocktail. So for the glass, what I would do, you can either use a new lime or you can save that for later and then use the lime you just squeezed and rim the glass with that squeezed out lime. And then we're going to follow up by adding salt to the glass rim. I typically like to add only half the glass, not the full one, just because, you know, if you want to have a sip of the cocktail without the salt, then you have that option. Put that nice in there. There you go. Now you put that on the side, and we start the shaking. Like I said, we're wearing white, so we're gonna try our best not to get dirty. Then we're gonna add a big ice cube, or you can do your own regular ice, that's for sure. Apologies for not having clear ice, we ran out of it. We're gonna make some for the next holiday drinks for sure. And then we're gonna add our drink into our glass. Again, slowly and be careful, especially if you're wearing white. Wasn't the best idea to wear white on this drink, was it? Beautiful, beautiful color. And now for the fun part, for the decorations or garnishes. So definitely gonna need your lime wedge onto our drink. You know, it's a margarita at the end of the day, so you can't have a margarita without that lime wedge or lime wheel. It's up to you. And then I'm gonna add some rosemary just to give it that nice smell. You know, fall-ish smell with the holiday season. Clap it twice to activate that smell. Place it right in there. And then finally, you're gonna add some cranberries because it has a cranberry juice. So, you're gonna add 2 or 3 of them. I'm gonna try to use this stainless steel needle, so bear with me. And there you have it, folks, the cranberry margarita. Cheers. That rosemary smell right before you sip on your drink is just is a world by its own. Like it's amazing. If you love rosemary, this is going to be an amazing drink for you just because of that smell right before you drink your cranberry margarita. And of course, you get the typical margarita taste of the salt, plus the lime, the tequila, and then that cranberry juice comes in at the end. Just reminds you of the holiday spirit that we're all in. Hope you enjoy this. If you like episodes like this, don't forget to subscribe and like this episode if you really enjoyed it, and share it with your holiday favorite friends. Cheers. Happy holidays, by the way. The Al-Pacino is a lot more complicated drink, as you can tell here. You got a lot of ingredients to put into the one drink, and it's going to be a lot heavier than the previous one, the Godfather. In the Godfather, I did 1 ounce of whiskey and then 1 ounce of the Amaretto. But you can do 2 and 2, and it will equate the same quantity that we're going to have in this drink. But like I said, I'm going to drink both after this episode, so I do not want to get drunk right now. But anyways, so for this drink, I think it's complicated because Al-Pacino wanted to be, the new boss of the Godfather of the area, and man, like, he demands respect. But I'm just blabbing. I just call it the Al-Pacino because it's a mixture of the Godfather and an old fashioned. And with that being said, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna use the same mixer glass, and we're gonna add our ice in there. And here we go. Look at that clear ice. First ingredient we're gonna need is 1.5 ounces of your favorite whiskey, and I'm still using the same Scotch instead, which is the Macallan 12. My suggestion, if you want to use a whiskey, I would go with the Monkey Shoulder whiskey. There we go. So rye whiskey, we're going to need 1/2 ounce of your favorite rye whiskey. I like Woodford Reserve, so we're going to do that. And then what I typically do is I like to add the bitters before I finish up with the last ingredient, which is the Amaretto. So we're going to need 2 dashes of your Angostura bitters, 1, 2. And then we're going to need 2 dashes of your orange bitters. Again, 1, 2. And then we're going to wrap this up with 1 ounce of Amaretto. There we go. And now we're gonna mix. Forget the ice again. Be right back.
A few moments later.
So we're gonna get, it's foggy because it just came out of the freezer, but as soon as you put your drink in it, it's crystal clear. And I'll do an episode how to do clear ice soon as well. So we're gonna strain our drink into our glass. The Al-Pacino, folks. Such a beautiful color. Such a beautiful orange color. Yellowish orange. Now, this is over the top extra at this point, so you don't need to do this, but I like to do it. Add a garnish, and I like to garnish with a lemon peel, which you can see I've already done that before. Just peel it. And like I said, we're gonna go over the top, so get ready for some fire. There you have it. You smear it all the way around, and you squeeze it right in there behind the ice cube. There you have it, folks. The Al-Pacino. Cheers. Today we're gonna start with our first episode, and we're gonna start doing a very simple drink. I call it Al-Maza El-Mexicano. The reason for that, a little backstory, is because I'm Lebanese, or I grew up in Lebanon, and our favorite beer is Al-Maza, my favorite beer at least. And I'm engaged, soon to be married to this beautiful Mexican girl, Mabel.
And with that, it's very simple. All you have to do is you get a nice glass, leave it in the freezer for like 10-15 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. And now you get a nice chilled glass. All you have to do is literally grab a lime, cut that lime, smear that lime around the top of the glass, and then just pour that into that Margarita Salt. Once you're getting satisfied, nice stick, get them all out. It's all good, and then open up that nice beer without breaking it. Try to, and just pour it in. Now be careful not to let the beer touch the salt. I've done it before, trust me. You don't want to deal with that mess. Pour it nice and slow. Let it move around. Let it sit. In the meantime, try to cut a piece of lime without injuring yourself. And this is your garnish. And voila. Almaza El-Mexicano. So now that's done, we gotta taste it. Mabel? I'm gonna get a taste. Honest opinions. There's another Almaza if you just want to drink that.
It's good.
Okay. Hit the approval. Now, thank you. Now that we got the approval, the tasting approval, the best thing to pair it with is a nice bowl of pretzels, salted pretzels. It really pairs well with this kind of beer. Al-Maza is very light, so you won't feel that guilty about it. And with that being said, please let me know what you think. I'll leave all the ingredients below, all the links where you can actually find this Almaza beer in the States below, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.